the granola bars that are a staple in my house, and it's so easy to make at home, and we make them gluten-free. So we're gonna start with 4.5 cups of oats. I do 2 cups of the quick oats and 2.5 cups of the old-fashioned oats. And then we're gonna add a cup of flour. I use gluten-free flour. You don't have to. The original recipe is not for gluten-free, but we need it gluten-free in my house. But because I'm a mom and I'm always trying to sneak healthier food into everything, I'm actually gonna add a little protein powder to this. So I cut back my flour just a little bit. I'm gonna put a scoop of this collagen protein in. No one will know. You can't taste it when it's in there. It just makes it a little bit healthier. And I also like this goji berry powder. Goji berries are a superfood. Again, you won't taste it. You won't notice it when it's in there, but I'm gonna put maybe a tablespoon of that in. And we'll stir that in. It's my little secret. So then I'm gonna throw that in. Next, we're gonna do 1/3 cup of brown sugar, packed. I like the dark brown sugar. It gives it a little more of a caramely taste. And then, you know I'm a pinch and dash cook. About a teaspoon or so of baking soda. I just pour it in my hand. That's maybe a teaspoon and a half. And sprinkle that in. Now we're gonna stir this all together. Now, obviously, looks pretty dry. So now we add the wet ingredients. This is actually 2 sticks of butter that I melted. I use organic butter. You don't have to. So I'm going to stir that in. I'm also going to put in just a little bit of vanilla. You don't have to, or you could use a different flavoring depending on what flavor combination you're making. And that's what's cool about these, is you can really customize it to the flavors that you want to have in yours. Okay, it's starting to look like it should. Now we're going to add a 1/2 cup of honey. I like the raw honey. It's supposed to be a little bit healthier for you. And we stir that in. Now we get to the extras. So I always do 2.5 cups of extra things like nuts or chopped dried fruit or chocolate chips or some other kind of sweet chip in there. Today I'm doing dates. So I chopped up some dates. We're gonna put that in. And then I'm gonna add walnuts, because that goes well with the dates. They should probably be chopped up. I don't have the patience to chop them, so what I do is I put them in a Ziploc bag, and I take my meat tenderizer hammer, and I give them a few whacks. Those are pretty good. And we'll pour some of those in. I'm gonna fill it the rest of the way with some chocolate chips, because that's what we like in my house. And we're gonna dump that all in and stir that together. Now, we're going to bake it. And I'm gonna put it in a big 1/2 sheet jelly roll pan. First, I coat it with a little bit of olive oil, just so they come out easier. Then I'm just gonna dump this in. And then we're gonna spread it around. What I do next is take a sheet of wax paper. And I put it over the top. And then I roll it and kind of smash it down with a rolling pin. There we go. That looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna put it in the oven, 350 degrees. I'm gonna let that stay for 20, maybe 25 minutes, just until they're golden brown. All right, it's been about 25 minutes. There we are. That's what they're supposed to look like. Golden brown, beautiful. I'm gonna cut these. I wanna cut them before they're completely cooled, because I still want them a little bit soft. Let's see if we can get one out. There we go, beautiful. So it's a great snack. It's great in a lunchbox. It's a good running out the door breakfast. And at least it's a little bit healthier than maybe some of the stuff you'd find in the store. So there you have it. Do it yourself. Gluten-free granola bars on Jill of All Trades.